What is possible? This is Spectrum here, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Blue. It's been a bit since the last episode. Sorry about that. But no, seriously, it's been a hectic time recently with retail. Been working. Literally this week and last week, and then this upcoming week, for obvious reasons, are going to be hella busy. It's pretty much going to be hella busy till Christmas, pretty much, I would say. Or at the very most, New Year's Eve, I would say. But it should, after next week, it should chill for at least maybe 1 week. That's my assumption, but I could definitely be wrong there. But the good thing is a lot of people are Christmas shopping early. That's what I'm learning to figure out. But that is my advice right now. If you are like waiting for Black Friday and such, there's already places that are doing deals. So I would highly suggest to do that shopping early, I would say. But you know, everyone has their own thing, you know. But I never understood Black Friday. That's like, it's a holiday that I don't like at all, to be honest. It just feels so unnecessary, if you ask me. But you know, it is what it is. But anyways, not here to talk about work. We're here for Silver Blue, and I'm not gonna lie, I know the story on like where we're at exactly, but I forgot the character's name, so I'm sorry about that. But I do know that I'm really liking this so far, and we're about to hit a climatic part as we're coming back home, and we have that one cocky, arrogant dude who seemed like he was hitting on us. I'm not sure. Who was talking to our father figure character. So we're about to find out what happens, but he had something to tell him, and we went out to talk to whoever that person was in the forest, who is I'm assuming is an eternal being. That's what it made it sound like, at least, if I remember correctly, but I guess I'll find out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and continue on some more Silver Blue. Then he suddenly heard Sound's voice resounded. You're so hypocritical and stupid, Gui. Your excuses are all trash, just like you. Well, what is he talking about? Cyan felt dissatisfied when he heard this, but he held back the feeling of wanting to rush inside. Master has always told him not to arbitrarily intervene in other people's conversation. Seeing that the two people in the room are seemingly unaware that he was back, Cyan suddenly stopped his footsteps and nestled against a wall. He tended to secretly go away, then pretend he had just returned. You're right. Gui's words made Cyan stop. You always say everyone has the right to choose what they want. But, oh no, that's say. I forgot the characters. I'm sorry. But this is say. Godly. Okay, anyways. I'm sorry. I see say and I think of things. I kind of like a PTSD. But it's kind of good for the most part. It's kind of sad too at the same time. But also, I remember all the puns, so that's kind of fun. Like, rhymed unintentionally, but you always say everyone has a right to choose what they want, but in reality, you just don't want to dirty your own hands, aren't you? You think since that person died a long time ago, so you can now enjoy your new life, right? His voice is sarcastic mixed with a bit of anger. Hey, I nailed it, sort of, but that person? You are right. I am a coward and a liar. But you also know how important that person is to me. However, what you don't understand is that child is also important. That child? Don't be greedy. There are times when you have to choose one, just one. You should make a decision before it's too late. Like in the past, remember the good thing you did? After that, both of them were silent. Cyan hid behind a tree, held his breath for a moment, and then walked out, calmly entering the house. When he entered the house, Say was nowhere to be seen. He must have returned to the guest room. The strange stench was also gone. Master, I am back. You should quickly have dinner and rest. I have work tonight, so don't bother me. Well, that was pretty, you know, straightforward, surprisingly so, because I think this is a be-all game. Well, it is technically, yeah, it is, but you know what I mean. It ain't it is 15 plus if I remember correctly. It's been a bit. I'm going off memory. I'm trying to go off memory at least. I'm pretty sure it's 15 plus, but maybe there is 18 plus. Who the hell knows? Well, I guess we'll find out, but that doesn't make it not a be-all game. You know what I mean? But the good stuff. Okay, but then he also left for his room. Cyan went into the kitchen and slowly ate the stew from lunch. Then he took a shower and went back to his room. He tried to read a book but couldn't concentrate. His mind was wandering about because of the story he had heard in the evening. He didn't have the habit of interfering with his master's story. If Gui needed him, he would tell. And there is something even Gui couldn't solve, then of course Cyan can't be of help either. Cyan is used to this and repeated his master's own world. I guess, was that words? I think it said world though. Anyways. I don't want to look like an idiot. Yeah, his own world. Okay. I was making sure. I was like, wait, did he mean words? But no, he was only a little angry because Sei dared to use such words to his master. What happened between them? Why did Gui agree with such rude words? Cyan felt sad that his master was being criticized. Moreover, the person who said those things were Sei. Although he is a tease, but he has never used such rude words to talk about others. Cyan wanted to scold Sei, but he knew that being rude isn't the right choice when he didn't know the story behind after all. Cyan sighed, leaving it to his master to deal with. Then he slipped into the blanket and fell asleep. While sleeping, he felt a warm hand touching his hair, rubbing his head and then quickly withdrawing it, but he couldn't open his eyes. Uh-oh, is that a final goodbye? But when Cyan woke up in the morning and walked over to the living room, Gui was there, sitting and reading a book. Okay, you know. Oh, it could have been Sei, though. Oh, you are up. Yes, master. Is he still sleeping? No, he just left a few minutes ago. He asked me to give some gifts to you. Oh, ain't that nice? Is that a jar of jelly, books, and powder? I don't know what the hell that is, but Gui turned his eyes to the center of the table. There were dried fruits and a few books. Oh, yeah, I guess it looks like, yeah. Or maybe the fruits aren't there. I don't know. Anyways, but those books are what Cyan had told Sei before that he liked, yet couldn't found them. Cyan felt his anger from yesterday cool down a bit. After all, Sei was the brother he knew from childhood, one of the few people he wants to meet again in the very large world. I'm going out for a bit. Without waiting for Gui to answer, Cyan ran outside, following the road, and he saw Sei's figure from afar. Hey, wait for me! Cyan, did you come to see me off? Good kid. I hope I'm saying it right, by the way. Is it Cyan or is it Cyan? Or you know what I mean. But Sei turned his head back. He smiled when he saw Cyan approaching. Sei put his hand on and rubbed Cyan's hair. For a second, Cyan felt Sei was a bit gloomy. In the future, if you need help with anything, just come find me. After saying that, Sei turned away. Thank you for the books! Cyan yelled back behind Sei, whom raised his hand and waved, yet walked away without turning around. You're back. Yes, I'm back, master. Cyan stood still at the door, wanting to ask Gui about Sei's words yesterday, but he didn't know how to start. He was not the type of person who liked to meddle in other people's stories. Master, if something is troubling you, well, you can tell me. He was silent, carefully choosing his words. Maybe I'm not good enough, but I can help a little, or at least I can share your worries. Gui silently looked at him and then beckoned Cyan to come over. Come here. You've grown up so fast. When I brought you here, you were just a small child. Master, don't worry. I can solve my problems. Master, don't you trust me? Am I not good enough, not grown up enough? No, just... These are some things... These are things that shouldn't be told to anyone. Listen, Cyan, I just want you to grow up peacefully. Very soon you'll become a man who will have to solve everything on your own, make your own decisions for your life, and have your own family. You can't stay with me forever. But master, I just want to be there to take care of you. Cyan thought, but didn't say it. He knew that a man of his age should have a good temper. He couldn't always be shadow tagging behind his master. But honestly, he didn't know what to do if he left his master. With the skills and knowledge Gui has taught, Cyan is confident that he can live by himself, but if master no longer needed him to be by his side, he felt like he wouldn't have any place to return anymore. Master, do you not need me anymore? You know that's not what I mean. Okay, enough with this topic. Lately, you've had dark circles around your eyes. Did you not have a good sleep? Don't worry, master. I just stay up late for reading. Health is more important. You shouldn't stay up too late. I have bought some herbal tea. I will make it for you tonight. You must remember to drink it. Yes, I will. Thank you, master. Okay, you can go do your thing. Yes, master, but I want to say, no matter what anyone said, for me, you are the best person in the world. Oh, and I freaking mouse double clicked. Wonderful. But come here. Come back to me. Back to where you really belong. You're nothing without me. Ooh. Spooky. Okay, no, but seriously, me too. No matter what the future holds, you'll always be the child I'm proud of. Oh, well, ain't that sweet. But when Cyan woke up, he felt he had just dreamed of a very long, sad dream. But the images in this dream vanished quickly in the morning, like the late winter snow. It took him time to discern where he was. He rubbed his head and sat up, feeling a little headache. Is it morning? What an annoying feeling. What time is it? Was that there before? I think those are there before. I don't know, but Cyan's hand trembled a little. He suddenly felt a rush of fatigue and hunger. When he had calmed down and looked at the surrounding, the room was a bit gloomy even though it was daytime. The floor also seemed a little bit dusty. It was then he realized he had slept for more than one day. Ooh, that's what the herbal tea did? Damn, that's powerful herbal tea. But a sudden ominous feeling struck him out of the blue. Cyan went out to the living room. Master? The response he got was just a silent room. He was looking around in panic. The room was also being covered in a thin layer of dust. Then he spotted a piece of paper in the middle of the room being held tightly by a book press on top. I'm sorry for using this method to leave, so please take care of yourself from now on. Make your own decisions and take control of your life. If you need help, contact my close friend Warren. I will always wish for your safety and happiness. Your master. Cyan shakily dropped the paper, unable to believe his eyes. Master had abandoned him? After making him sleep for days with that herbal tea? Why? Why? Why did you leave me like this? Many emotions rushed in the same time. Panic, worry, fear, confusion. He didn't know what to do anymore. Gui didn't make an appointment to see him again in the letter, which means he had absolutely no intention of coming back here. Why? Am I too troublesome? Or is it because Master has something to do? Where did he go? Suddenly, Say's story came to mind. You're so naive. Cyan, a place like that would have many treasures everyone wants to have. Of course your dear master is also concerned about it. In the future, if you need help with anything, just come find me. He thought about Say's story, wondering if it was real or Say was just joking on him, as he always did. Because of Gui's work, Cyan had been into so many places and saw many things, so Cyan is always confident of his knowledge. But Say is on a different level. At least there weren't any questions that Say could not answer. He always told Cyan new and interesting things too. But this story is unbelievable. And even if it was real, what kind of treasure his master would have wanted? Cyan didn't think Gui needed something like that. Although they have lived a simple and isolated life, Cyan knew Gui never lacked money. While he had never really known the true career of his master, Gui could almost do anything. Cyan saw that Gui was being respected in places that he went, and sometimes there were influential guests coming to him, asking for help with a huge remuneration, but Gui didn't show any interest. It was like he only needed basic necessities to be able to live comfortably. In addition, Cyan occasionally went to town to sell herbal remedies he had made for himself. Although those were not as good as his master's stuff, the payment could support their simple life without a problem. Well, it's not really important. Whoever master is, he's still my master and the most important person to me in this world. If he wanted to, whether it's the highest mountain or the deepest sea, I'm always ready to go with him. But if he wants to find anything, why did he not bring me with him like usual? Because I'm annoying? Or because that place is dangerous? Surely Master did not want to put me in danger. Cyan suddenly stood up. He ran into his room, picked up the books that Say gave him recently. Say has a habit of writing trivial things in small notes and sticking them inside the gifts he brought to Cyan. A piece of paper fell from one book with an address written on it. Cyan feels at ease. If he finds Say, he'll probably know where Master is. But what if his story was just for fun and he didn't know anything? If you need help, contact my close friend Warren. He suddenly thought of Gui's advice. He knew who Warren was. He was an old friend of his master, and they still contacted him often through letters. He also knew he was in the next city. Cyan thought he would know more about his master than Say, and it's also easier to find him. But somehow Say's story still makes him feel insecure. If he wasted time to search for both of them, he probably couldn't catch up to his master. If he was in danger, then Cyan wouldn't be able to save him on time. Cyan didn't think he could fight against something Gui couldn't, but he could at least become a shield for his master. Who should I go to now? Ooh, we actually have a choice. And this is how Shield Hero begins. No. Good show, by the way. Really good show. I mean, I just love isekais in general. I would say I'm thinking Sei too, but don't get me wrong. I think going to Warren is the right choice. But how can we not go to Sei? He just, maybe Warren would be a cool character, but I don't know who Warren is. But we can always come back to this. So first off, I'm gonna save. That's cool, by the way. When you right click, I didn't show this last time, I think. Maybe I did, but when you right click, this comes up, which is actually really helpful, I think. That's kind of cool. It stays in the same screen too. I don't know. It's nothing big, but it's, you know, it's nothing like extremely special. But actually, I was gonna turn down the text speed because if I accidentally double click, I don't want it to like completely skip. But I think I'm gonna ask Sei for help because he's an interesting character, to say the least. But don't worry, we'll go find Warren next time. Cyan decided to seek Sei's help. His intuition told him that the conversation he overheard between Sei and Gui before must be related to the reason of his master's sudden departure. Perhaps Gui just wants Warren to help Cyan settle down, while Sei knows more than just that. The location Sei mentioned was a town in the east side. Cyan guessed it might take a few days to get there, so he decided to leave right now to save time. Looking back at this house, where he's lived since childhood, a feeling of sadness welled up inside him. Cyan wondered when he would be able to return to this place. Could he even find and bring his master back? From the letter Gui wrote, Cyan knew his master had no intention of returning. Everything just happened so fast, which left Cyan with no time to think things through. He was forced to take action. Cyan wondered if Gui even wanted to be found? Would he be able to help Gui, or would he just make things more complicated? Well, I couldn't just continue to live here peacefully and do nothing. Cyan reassured himself. Gui had taught him that everyone had their own destiny. He just needed to try his best so as not to regret later. That's right. Just try my best. If things don't go well, then that's my fate. Let's go. I don't have much time. From the beginning, Cyan had felt that someone was silently following, but it seemed like this guy had no intention of showing up. Cyan pretended not to notice, but still didn't let his guard down. Strangely, when he turned to the direction of the main road, the pursuer suddenly stopped and changed direction. Perhaps that was just a common thief. Cyan quickly put it at the back of his mind and continued his journey. I'm thinking that's either Warren or it's the dude in the forest, the little person. I forgot his name. The kid, but the eternal living kid, I think. You know what I mean. But anyways, I'm finally arrived. I am here, but after nearly 5 days of travel with little rest in between, Cyan finally reached the town Sei mentioned in the note. When he was about to find the address of the inn, a figure rushed over to hug him tightly from behind, making him dizzy from the impact. He's doing this again? Would it kill you if you stopped doing this? My lovely Cyan, I miss you so much I could die. Well, at least I won't need to look for him. Why do I feel like you're always behind me and could just pop out any time? No, how would that be possible? I just saw it when I was walking around and couldn't help it. Sei let go of him, then started squeezing Cyan's cheek with both hands. You came faster. Wait. Which cheeks are we talking about here? Are we talking about the cheeks here or? Which cheeks are we talking? Game, you got to make it clear, man. The cheeks on the face or a simple fix. Unnecessary. I know. You guys probably just like shaking your heads at me at this point. You know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But you came faster than I thought, Cyan. Come on, guys. You're making it too easy for me. I'm not going to say anything, but god damn it. You're setting up for everything at this point. You look kind of emaciated. Why are you in such a hurry? Although he asked that, he did seem to be surprised at the appearance of Cyan. Let's head over to the inn. I'll treat you to some great food. Wait, I have something to ask you. Well, no need to rush. Although I'm the one who let you know about this place, it was quite a surprise that you chose to believe me and came here. He retracted his usual easygoing countenance and replaced it with a more serious expression. If you had trusted me and came here, then believe me once more. We still have a lot of time. Nothing is happening at the moment. Now your tasks are coming with me to the inn to eat, taking a bath, and resting. If you refuse, I won't answer any questions, okay? Say reassured Cyan, making him feel like he was a stubborn child. Okay. Good boy! Having said so, he then took Cyan's hand and pulled him towards the inn. The heat from Say's big hands and his consideration made Cyan feel safe, and a bit of self-pity. He had a heavy heart throughout the trip to this town because of the feeling of worry, of sadness, of being abandoned by his master. Cyan felt that from now on, he would be all alone in this large world, but at least right now, there was another person who cared about him. Who are you? They hurriedly left without noticing a man who was sitting on a large tree and silently watching them from afar. So maybe it was him. His long red hair, coupled with his silver fur scarf, gave an impression of an arrogant and ostentatious young master. He was looking at the two silhouettes slowly disappearing from his sight and slightly smirked. Things are starting to get interesting. In which way? Oh, I need a water break, but things are about to get, I mean, they have been interesting, but what are you doing? I went to your room when I woke up, but I couldn't find you. Oh, you are awake. I'm just going out for a walk. I see. Are you feeling better? I'm fine now, thank you. So, I want to ask you something. Oh, okay. So you clearly know what's going on, aren't you? We should be more direct. If we do this, he's just going to flirt with us. But is that a bad thing? I don't know. Or tease us, I should say. But I'm going to go with the first option. Oh, wow. I should have read it because I didn't completely read it. It doesn't matter. Is it somewhere called Silver Mountain? Of course. Where else would he go? Or could he go? Say shrugged. Do you know what Master is looking for? Not really. Could you show me the way to get there? What are you gonna do? Of course, I will go find Master. Do you really think you can? Do you think your master needs your help? I know that Master doesn't need a useless person like me. But I also knew that whether he could find her or not, he isn't planning to return. I no longer have anywhere to go. If I could find him, at least my death would be used for a master. Stupid! Why does everyone want to die for that man? How ridiculous! Say snapped. So, you mean you want to go there just to kill yourself in front of him so he will know how loyal you are? What you said didn't make any sense. His will is to leave. Why don't you just respect it if you admire him so much? I just want to see Master, just to be with him once more. I want to ask why he left without saying a word. If after that Master no longer needs me, I will comply with his wish. Cyan stammered, trying not to shed any tears. He didn't want Say to think that he's childish. It might even matter in Master's heart. He was everything to me, but he just left without a word, without telling me what's happening. Was he afraid that I won't comply with it? Was he afraid that I was willing to cling to him? Could it be that the only option I have left is to silently accept that I was being abandoned? Am I deserved to be alone? Was it better to make sure I don't even know a thing? Hey, tell me! It's the truth, isn't it? That Master abandoned me because I was useless! Cyan questioned in frustration. His voice sounded like he was about to cry. Fine then. Just calm down. You need to calm down. You're being too loud. Step on his crown. You need to calm down. Okay, seriously, but Say came closer to embrace Cyan and patted his back to console him. Cyan wanted to push him away, but Say held his wrist tightly. If you want to go there that much, then I'll go with you. Say smiled softly, his eyes glinting with puzzling gloom. I still remember how panicked I was whenever I woke up without seeing him. I never knew why, but I used to be afraid of the dark, scared of being alone. If I closed my eyes, I could feel the scarlet enveloping my surroundings and the heat all over my body. There was no escape. He gave me a warm room filled with the scent of sunshine. I loved it, yet I couldn't feel safe. Darkness would plunge me into an unknown fear at night. I saw the light was on, so I came to take a look. Why are you still awake? I wanted to say that I was scared and I wanted him to stay safe with me, yet I can't. He would get tired of me. He would leave and wouldn't spare a glance at me ever again. Are you scared? Of course you are. Oh, ain't that adorable? But he only sighed and came closer. Cyan, I mean, yeah, complete tsundere right there, but he then removed my blanket, which was wrapping around my body, and gently used his sleeve to wipe the sweat off my face. It was only then I realized that the night was really hot, but then why did he feel so cold just a moment ago? There's no need to be scared. Okay, not doing any Gargura things. To be fair, it kind of looks like Gargura, but does Gargura have, like, grayish hair? By the way, it makes sense. Silver, blue. Aha, okay, but I'm here. Your master is here. Master? Everything is fine. You should sleep. I'll be right next to you. Then he lifted my body up, moving to one side of the bed and laid down next to me. He then put his arm over my body and patted my back. Don't be scared. I'm not going anywhere. I still remember his warm embrace many years later. It was the first time I truly knew what safe and sound were. At that moment, I felt like I was born again. From now on, your name is Cyan. Cyan? That's right. Cyan is a greenish blue color. It's my favorite color. It's also the color of your eyes and the color of the sky. I want your future to be as unfettered and as broad as the sky. Do you like it? Yes, I do. Thank you, Master. Master, I caught so many fish. How about having them for dinner? All right. Did you play at the river again? Dry your hair, otherwise you... Master? Master suddenly stopped in the middle of his sentence. It was so strange, so I decided to look up and saw Master staring at me. The way he looked at me was also weird. It was like he panicked, bewildered, and sad all at once. Yet at the same time, there was nostalgia in those eyes. Master! Your hair has gotten longer. Yes, it is. Master, does it look cumbersome? I'm thinking of having it cut. Don't cut. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just talking nonsense. If you think it's cumbersome, then cut it. Then he stopped looking at me and retreated back to his room. I had a feeling that my master was avoiding something. After that, I decided to grow my hair. My intuition was telling me my master preferred me with long hair. But he never brought this up again. Maybe I misheard him. It sounds like Master has some PTSD. And I think this is also a good time to stop it off at. Because I got to go do things today. But anyways, that is it for this episode of Silver Blue. If you did enjoy it, again, there's a demo link in the description box down below. You can check it out if you want as well. And of course, you get a synopsis of the story also in the description box down below. And if you haven't already, follow me on all the social media sites if you haven't already. As I'm mostly active on Twitter, but I'm also somewhat active on Instagram and other things. So if you haven't already, check those out. And I did hope you enjoy. If you did, again, leave a like on this video. And don't forget to subscribe down below. We hit 1,000 subs before November, which is awesome. Now up to 50,000. No. We'll take it easy as we go. We're getting there. We'll get there again, maybe. Or maybe I'll get my channel back. We'll never know. We'll never know at this point. But again, thank you guys so much for the support. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I hope you're looking forward to more videos. And hopefully you guys are looking for the stream most likely tonight. I'm not guaranteeing it yet, but I'm almost guaranteeing it. So just stay tuned for that. Click on the notification bell if you haven't already for both YouTube and Twitch so you can be notified when I do go live or when I put up a video. Thank you guys for being patient. I'll see you in room number 9, and then I'll see you with another episode of Divine Speaker Extended Demo, as we're still going through the demos, and we have another demo after this. We have a couple demos after this we're going to try out, which is going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you all later, okay? Love ya, and don't forget to stay awesome. Bye!